Hey everyone, welcome to another review. Welcome to my review for Guy Ritchie's The Covenant. Guy Ritchie's The Covenant is a war movie, and actually a very serious war movie. Despite Guy Ritchie and his very stylistic comedic crime movies, this is a serious war movie about a soldier named John Kinsley and his interpreter named Ahmad, and it's during the Afghanistan War, and they are on a mission, and John Kingsley, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, gets injured, and it's up to his interpreter, Ahmad, played by Dar Salim, is up to him to carry Jake Gyllenhaal's character through the terrains of Afghanistan and to get him home safely. And after that, it's up to Jake Gyllenhaal to get Ahmad out of Afghanistan and get him and his family into the United States safely. It's about two men trying to save each other. This movie was really good. Really good. I've heard a little bit of complaints about it, but I don't get it. This is a really good war movie and also about respect and about duty. This is a lot about a soldier's duty. This movie is brutal, but it's extremely well acted. The two lead performances, Jake Gyllenhaal and Dar Salim and Jake Gyllenhaal are incredible in both their roles. They're both super good. They work off each other really, really well. Guy Ritchie's direction is really good. The war sequences, the action sequences are solid enough. They're not like the highlight point. The point of the movie is the story, and the story is fascinating. It's very fascinating. There are a lot of moments that are heavily fictionalized, and there are things that you like. Okay, like maybe that isn't fully true and that doesn't seem very realistic, but I really was very kind of hooked to the story, and I really wanted to see this man in the first half of the movie save this soldier's life and get him home. And then after that, I wanted to see this soldier try to bring him back home, and just it's the two men saving each other, and I really enjoyed that. I love a good movie about saving people's lives, and especially in a war movie. That's why I love Saving Private Ryan and stuff. It's really good, and it's really real. It's raw, and it feels genuine, and it's just really well crafted and executed. And I know there's a lot of unlikable moments because there's a lot of things said in this movie that's very brutal, but that is how soldiers talk to each other. It's not always the most pleasant thing, and I know some people have problems with some of the unlikability of some of the characters, but that is how people acted, especially during the Afghanistan war, and that is how people talk to each other, and that's how things were done. But the movie has a message, has a social commentary message about getting green cards and about the war and how it affected a lot of people in Afghanistan and a lot of soldiers' lives. There's a lot of issues and topics that they talk about that are very well done, very well written, and they're topics that people need to hear and people need to educate themselves on. And I think The Covenant does a very good job at that. It's an entertaining movie with good characters and good performances, but it also tells a very meaningful story that people should learn and research and know the historical relevancies of it all. And it's a good movie. It's a inspirational movie. It's a brutal movie. It's a hard to watch movie sometimes, but it's a movie that should be watched by people, especially people who want to learn more about the Afghanistan war and what it did to people and how it affected a lot of people. There are flaws with the movie. There are things that don't feel real. There's moments that I'm just like, it kind of takes you out of the movie because it kind of isn't the most realistic, and there's moments that you don't like because of the conversations they're having, but I think they're still needed. I don't think it's a perfect war movie. I don't even think it's a top tier war movie, but I still think it's a good one. It's a solid one, and I really enjoyed it, and I could definitely see myself watching it again. I do think this is one of Guy Ritchie's stronger films. I like that he took it very seriously. I like that he just didn't put a lot of comedy and witty British humor like he does in every single one of his movies. This is the most raw and different Guy Ritchie movie I've ever seen, and for that reason, I have to highly recommend it. I think it's a very good movie, and it's a film that people should watch. It's definitely a standout in a movie I didn't see coming. I didn't think it would be this good. I wanted to see Guardians 3, but I couldn't get early access to it, so I went to go see this instead, and wasn't let down. It was a good film. Scale 1 to 10. It's a solid 8 out of 10. Definitely check it out. Highly recommend. So yeah, let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite, what do you think is the most brutal war film you've ever watched? Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and join the dark side.